Welcome to the Natural Hair Education Podcast, where we empower, educate, and embrace our essence through the love of natural hair. I am your host, Corinthian Carruthers II, and thank you for listening. I am a licensed beauty educator, licensed cosmetologist, and natural hair culturist. I am co-owner of Creative Hair School of Cosmetology and creator of Natural Hair Education, where I guide, teach, and coach beauty school students and professional stylists on their path towards mastering and increasing their value and income in natural hair care and braiding. On this platform, we will discuss real hair stories, break myths, and grow in self-love. Hi, Mona. Welcome to the Natural Hair Education Podcast.
Hello, thank you for having me. I'm so excited to be here.
I'm excited for you to be here too. We have so much to talk about around your product. So before we get into the actual questions that I have for you, can you tell us about you, who you are, and what you do?
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm Mona El-Gharby. I am a recent graduate from SMU. I majored in biochemistry and business and human rights. And I took all my passions and put it into my new product and my new company, CURLē, which is a custom curly hair product company where we specialize in curly to coily hair and making products specifically for your hair.
That's awesome. So let's get into the background. So tell us about you and your hair history. Just how did you grow into discovering a new product for your own hair, creating it? Do you have anything like any things you went through as a teenager that led you to say, hey, listen, I need to create my own products because I'm struggling out here. Can you share that with us?
Absolutely. So similar to so many different people, everyone has their own curly hair journey, their journey to embracing their natural. And I had a story that kind of starts back when I was like very, very young. My hair was always in braids. It was always, always, always in braids until I hit middle school. And I was like, I have a nice little texture going on. Let me see if I can like wear it out. But I never knew how to do it. And then even my mom never had time to really focus on my hair. So that's why it was always in braids. So I never really knew how to do it. So like any other teenager, I turned to YouTube and turned to my friends. And that's kind of where it all started. I tried to so many different products on the market and nothing really worked for me. So I was like, okay, what if I just made a custom product that worked for the person that was buying it? And this was like an idea in middle school, and I was like, that'd be so cool. And then I like totally like forgot about it. I eventually started to make my own products that worked for me because a lot of the stuff like just dried out my hair and didn't make it like it was never nice. My hair was never nice until I hit like high school, and then I hit college. And like throughout high school, people started to ask me about how I do my hair, what I use, all this stuff. And I was like, okay, maybe I have something going here. So one of my friends kind of told me about a pitch competition in college, and she was like, "Hey, you should like try it for your new idea." And I eventually made CURLē into a reality, and my middle school dream is now what I do full time, and I think it's crazy.
That is pretty cool. So you were one of them kids that were running around with braids all the time. Hey, I was the same way. My parents kept my hair in braids. I just feel like, a lot of times our parents are so busy. They don't have the time to sit down and cultivate our hair the way we would want them to. And of course, there's the salon experiences where people go to the salon and still don't get exactly what they want. And you have a lot of hair. Okay. First and foremost, you have a lot of hair. So I can imagine your mom like, no, listen, hun, we are not about to be going through these hair struggles. We're going to keep it in braids. So tell me about just formulating your product. Like what was some of the ideas that you had around your CURLē product?
So for me, curly hair growing up was never like elegant or cool or like hip, right? It was always something that's like, okay, here's something you can do to manage your hair, or like here's something you could do like to reduce frizz or whatever it is, but to make it calmer, not to like really empower you and like embrace it at your fullest, right? So for me, formulating was all about finding ingredients that were good for my hair and also like helped me embrace it the way it is, right? So many stuff on the market is all about like making it calmer or making it less. I want it to be more. I want it to feel good. I want your hair to like feel like there's really nothing in it because a lot of stuff is heavy. And that's why I did a lot of research. I did like 2 years of just researching all of the different ingredients. I even went to France and Morocco and Paris to like really understand how the cosmetic industry works and like get the purest and the most like the ingredients that are good for us and maintain our hair instead of just like not good for, you know?
Right. No, I get it. I get it. And you're so right about that. A lot of the products that are formulated for curly and coily hair, they tend to be very heavy. Sometimes they have a lot of other ingredients that can be harmful to our bodies. And so you're doing your due diligence. I feel like that is very respectable. Now, did any of your college experience, as far as any of your studies, I should say, did any of your college studies help you in formulating any of your products?
So I thought it was interesting to see it. I'm technically a biologist now. So it's interesting to see the chemistry and the biology behind cosmetic chemistry and behind formulation. So I kind of took it, and I take everything in a scientific way and a technology way. And honestly, college did definitely help me in really understanding that.
That's good. And then you also study human rights. And I know this is kind of like it can be connected because as you hear today, there's so many just there's so many people that have been discriminated against because of their hair and their hair texture and things like that. Did you have any of that in mind when you were creating this product?
Absolutely. 100%. I think the Crown Act is something that has just recently been passed, and I think it should have been passed way, way, way earlier. But I like to make human rights, I like to make empowerment, I like to make empowerment of everyone's cultures vital and like a part of our mission, right? So right now we have a Love Your Roots campaign, and that's all about embracing your natural hair, embracing your culture, embracing who you are as a person, and like you being able to be confident not only in your hair on a daily basis, but in the workplace, in a wedding, anywhere elegant. Like CURLē is all about making natural hair something that's elegant and empowering and beautiful.
Absolutely. That is good. So what can you go through some of your products and just the names of them and what they do for the hair?
Absolutely. So we actually have 4 products now, but we're getting close to our launch of a very, very, very exciting product. Um, but I'll talk a little bit about that one and I'll talk about the launch of the new one. So we have a styling cream, and that's the best seller. The styling cream is made for your curls or coils, and it's made specifically for your hair. It's a lightweight leave-in that styles your hair and makes it like it feels like there's nothing in your hair, but it's defining and it's really great. Um, that is the best seller. We also have a deep conditioner. And the deep conditioner is all about moisturizing. I recommend that you deep condition once a week, just to really give your hair the moisture you need, especially in the winter. So in the winter, actually, every single one of our products is like designed for the winter to reduce the dryness that comes with the winter, the dry scalp, all that stuff. We have a hair oil that's all about adding moisture back to your hair. It's lightweight, it feels really good. Everything is designed to feel like it's elegant, smooth, really like lightweight, good stuff. And then we have a beard oil for the men with the beards and the curls. It's one of the things that like we got asked about. So we're like, okay, yeah, we'll do it. Now in the future, we're doing a hair perfume that, you know how our black hair, natural hair always smells bomb? Like always, always, always. This will like add to it in like a luxury way. It'll be a refresher, it'll be a perfume, and it's just like I'm so, so, so excited to launch it.
You know what? I love that. I have lots, okay, first and foremost. And I find myself trying to find sprays just to mist my hair, just so I can have that extra aroma. Now, I do use a lot a lot of essential oils and things like that. And I will have that scent on my hair. But sometimes I do want to, have a scent on my hair that I actually spray. So I think that's a great idea. That is so cool. So I'm looking at your hair. Your hair is so pretty. Can you just tell us about your hair regimen? Are you using your products and how do you use them? And how often do you shampoo? What is your methods?
100%. Yeah. So this is my regimen. Now, my regimen may not be everyone else's regimen, but all I use is CURLē products. And I actually have a shampoo and conditioner that I make. I haven't launched it just yet, but stay tuned. What I do is I shampoo once a week. If my hair is a little bit oily, though, I'll shampoo twice a week. And I'll make sure to condition. I'll deep condition once a week. And I'll use the CURLē deep conditioner. I really love it. And then I'll go in every time I wash my hair, I go in with my styling cream, the CURLē styling cream. I section it off. I use a Denman brush, and this is day 4 hair for me, so I absolutely love it.
Nice.
And yeah, if I need a little bit of extra fresh, I'll literally just add water. And typically the styling cream kind of like refines it. If I need a little bit more styling cream, then I'll add a little bit more. And then for extra moisture, I'll do hair oil, like maybe once every 2 days or so.
Good. And how long does that take you?
Okay, so on wash days, I've started to make it not a chore, but a beauty routine. I do the full thing. It could take me like 2 hours, maybe. But if I'm in a rush, then I don't do the whole Denman brush sectioning off thing, and I could just do it in like maybe just the styling on its own, maybe like 30, 45 minutes, something like that.
You got to cut down, huh?
You got to optimize.
I'm looking at your hair, and your hair it's curly, right? You have a curly texture. Has it changed? Like, have you noticed your hair changing in more recent years, or when you were younger? Was it like a tighter curl as you got older? Is it more relaxed, or have you always had the same curl pattern?
So I don't really know what my curl pattern was when I was younger because it was always in braids, but I do know that I think it's gotten coilier and it's gotten longer. It's definitely gotten a lot longer. It's all the way down to like the mid back. And I really do think it's because of the CURLē products. It's kind of crazy how much my hair grows. I cut it like twice a year. And it's like ridiculous how it's like really long. Which I'm kind of confident in. I was like, okay, that's cool. But yeah, my texture changes supposedly every 7 years. You have like a whole new head of hair. So I do think my hair has definitely gotten a little coilier. It's a bit stretched out today, but it's typically like a 3C type of texture. And yeah, I love it.
It's pretty. It's very beautiful. Now at night, are you wrapping it up? How do you take care of your hair at night?
So it depends on how lazy I am, right? So if I am, I try to keep a satin pillowcase so that I can, if it's like minimal effort, then I'll just sleep on a satin pillowcase. It's good for your skin, good for your hair. It's good for you. If I'm feeling a little bit more effort, then I'll put my hair in a pineapple, and I have an extra large silk scrunchie that I sell through CURLē, and I use that typically because it's like really, really big, and I love it. And then if I'm feeling a little bit more effort, then I'll put on a bonnet and sleep with that.
Listen, I know I love my silk satin pillowcase. It's like at night, sometimes you're just not in the mood, right? And I know I have locks, but I still have to make sure that I'm taking care of them because of the moisture loss, and just, having hair color is one thing as it is. And so I have to be sure to either use a satin pillowcase or a satin scarf. So I get it. Now back to your Love Your Roots campaign. I know is that happening this week?
Yeah, so it started last week and it's happening this week as well. And it's just the call to action to get people to share their stories and share their like journeys with us. And we're really trying to build a community and empower other women and men to feel elegant and beautiful when they're natural. And that's all it's about.
Yeah, I agree. Do you come across people that still struggle with loving their hair? And I know that we can go on about this conversation forever, but there are a lot of people that are still like,
Absolutely.
believe it or not, we're in 2022, and there's people that don't know how to take care of their hair still. They're still asking questions. They still want to know what products to use and things like that. And for people that are in the process of learning to love themselves as well as love their hair, what is something that you would suggest or recommend to them?
I think take your time with it, right? So your skin has come with a journey too. Everyone focuses on their skin a lot, especially if they're trying to get rid of blemishes and everything. Just be patient with your hair. Learn to love it over time. It takes forever for some people. It takes a quick, big chop for others. Um, it really is all about just, for me, hair isn't just hair, it's part of my identity. And if you're able to really take your time with it and learn learn maybe like 10 minutes a day, try different products, try stuff that learn about porosity, learn about density, learn about your hair texture. Once you learn those things, you'll definitely at least have a small grasp on how to take care of your hair. Absolutely deep condition once a week. I recommend that for literally everyone. If you have straight hair, curly hair, coily hair, whatever. Um, Absolutely make sure you're taking some time to make your hair a ritual, make it something that you're confident in. And eventually you'll find the texture that you love and you'll embrace your hair. Just be patient.
Absolutely. Patience is a virtue. It's so true.
Absolutely.
It really is. And I like that idea, just being patient with yourself and practice loving on yourself. Just, be more intentional. I guess that's the thing, is being more
Mhm.
intentional about it. And you said it too, hair is part of your identity. It's part of all of our identity. And that's why so many people go to the beauty salon. They want to look good because it's a part of who they are and it's a part of how they show up in the world. So I think it's so important. And hair, I know I love hair, whether it's short hair, curly hair, long hair, no hair, like I just love the idea that we get to pick and choose how we want to show up for the world, whether it's, colored or like whatever. We have that
So
freedom.
versatile.
It's so
I love
versatile. And
it.
we have that freedom to do
Mhm.
so. Now, you've created this product just what, almost a year now? It's been
Yeah.
almost a year. So the day that this podcast released will be your 1 year anniversary.
Valentine's Day. I'm so
Valentine's Day.
excited.
So did you pick Valentine's Day as the day to launch your product originally? Because I
So
mean,
I actually
I say
wanted,
that I'm quick, like real quick. I say that because you have the Love Your Roots campaign. And I know Valentine's Day is connected with love and all that. So I just think that that is
mhm.
so cool and coincidental. But did you intentionally pick Valentine's Day to be the launch of your product?
So yes and no. I actually wanted to launch like so much earlier. I think it was like a year earlier, but I wanted to take my time with it and really launch something that I loved and knew that the market would love. Um, but then because it got postponed so much, I was like, hair for me is love, love about my identity, love for my roots, love for everything. So why wouldn't it be fitting to really pick the day of love, pick the day of romance to like launch my business? And that was yeah.
That is so cool. I'm so proud of you. It's so exciting to be so
Thank you
young and to
so
have your
much.
own product line and to be able to be an example for the others who are trying to find the ways to love themselves, love their hair, and just their whole identity overall. So before I let you go, Mona, can you share with us a tip, anything else you want us to know about CURLē or you, and anything else you have happening really soon?
Absolutely. So I just wanted to take some time before I hopped off to thank you for having an amazing podcast that really empowers women and people of natural hair to like really feel confident and beautiful in their natural hair. I think it's
Thank
so cool
you.
that you share stories and different things. So thank you for having me.
Thank you.
This is a great time. Absolutely. And I think if I were to give one piece of advice, I would definitely give when it comes to hair maintenance, I think be patient. Add moisture to your hair. Our curls and coils are very delicate. So add moisture in the way that if it's fitting for you. Hair is unique, and that's why our products are customized. But learn more about your porosity, learn more about your texture, learn more about what works for you. And ingredients matter. So
Yes.
there's a lot of stuff that is cancer causing, like formaldehydes and benzene that are normally in products, especially curly hair products. So make sure to really focus on you, focus on clean products, and love your hair. It's absolutely gorgeous. It might take some time, but you'll love it eventually.
Yeah.
And just be patient.
Yes, I love it. Oh, I love it. And read the labels. That is so true. That is so good. People are not reading labels out here. You have to read the labels because, like you mentioned, a lot of the curly hair products do have a lot of chemicals in there that are harming to our bodies. And so reading labels is important. Well, thank you so much. Yes, it is. Thank you so much for being on the Natural Hair Education Podcast. Can you tell us where we can find you, your website, your Instagram, anywhere you play on social media?
Absolutely. So you can find me at CURLē Beauty. That's curl with an E at the end, and beauty. www.curlebeauty.com. And yeah, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. We're trying to grow on TikTok. It's kind of hard. But yeah, hit me up.
Awesome. Well, again, thank you so much. I wish you so much success with your product line and your company and whatever else you decide to bring to the market. I'm sure it's going to be great and a success. But thank you so much for being a part of the episode. Sorry. Thank you so much for being a part of the Natural Hair Education Podcast. I look forward to staying connected with you, and hopefully we can talk soon.
Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it.
Thank you.